Masuk, 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 masuk. Hai, halo, halo, oi, 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 oi. Oh, masuk, masuk, masuk. Back.
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the... The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape...
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. It's true that an uninvited guest has However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than... I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies.
To be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I...
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job.
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far...
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds...
Well...
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with...
Miss Robin, to tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed...
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering...
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have some...
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, this is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you, too.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic super...
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about regarding the recent mishap. I understand it negatively impacted...
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone's plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking.
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that...
Even if you say so, Miss Robin.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone.
Huh? What was I just...
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its... you never know.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true pet. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. I'm sorry. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we, in that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection, so following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That I intended to call upon death before you arrived. To solve the riddle using more direct means. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet and after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago, when a crimson blade of light shattered, and that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. Now, let's leave. Take a deep breath and visualize 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. I never knew you could do this.
Split. Wow, oke aja.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours.
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka.
Is that all?
It's in your script too.
Sorry.
Their destiny won't change. I told you before.
What about you then? Is it
As always, it's a blank slate.
because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver?
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just...
Hey, don't take everything. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we...
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history. And the Everflight, that's your next stop.
Land of the dream.
I hope you find whatever you seek there.
Kok sebelumnya komen aku?
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Is Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events. From every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is...
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar...
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Himiko and March have already made a move.
That's
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
akan ke-port ini. Bye-bye Mbak Robin, oh my god, cantik
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef. Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the...
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. worked, but there's no point in overthinking things.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal...
Sure. Let's reconnect. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, let's go. He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end? We'd better check. Just...
Poppy.
Perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
The guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend!
You're,
No. Clocky, how did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't...
So, this...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome...
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. Nightmare for...
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes...
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day?
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently, Mr. Yang? Is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering...
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions.
Oh, I haven't. But please, how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companion. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime.
All right, then. We'll follow your plan. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Say, you mentioned before that you saw... I can't shake off this strange feeling. Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure... There she is!
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently, by constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results. After 10 system hours, the Dream Flux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will...
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before.
You don't say.
Oh, do you know her too? Or...
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first, regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the current.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar? That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research.
Miss Katie regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there. Let me go!
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come!
Oh my. I'm human and so are Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the...
Let me go! Let me go! I won't...
Well, this is... Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead. Although...
Dear guest, this is not...
That's right. Did you hear that?
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what Stop asking! You'll alert the monster!
You're not talking...
Don't say that name!
Can I have fun this time?
Show no mercy.
We came together. Together as one.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder!
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him?
we can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream.
do such things often?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess this man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March?
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she...
Misha's about to take us to her to find out what happened.
We met some stowaways in the residential area. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdon. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center...
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between the...
Himeko must be gathering information. We split up. She can't be too...
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles.
It's a pleasure to meet the name.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under... Please, allow me to formally introduce myself.
Grave?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps...
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them. Got...
So, Gart?
Were you...
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across it.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. But before that, you have an important...
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here at Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
I remember when...
There she is.
It really is her! Miss Robin!
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every...
It seems you true. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream... And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this...
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I... But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No. And Carol is learning how to cope with her blind... You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality...
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wit. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're...
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was but now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony.
The sweet dreams collapse. That memo keeper...
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomaly later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further cut the land of the exiles, concealed by...
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if you're...
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place, it's regrettable. But the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor... or traitors... This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of...
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling, but Charmony doves don't live here. So...
It looks weak and frail. Why don't...
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us.
Okay. A bird like that must have...
I'll ask the family head...
A cage? But then it won't...
Let's see. What is it that has captured the... Oh, poor little thing.
I do.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered. I can't sing. Birds... They should be flying...
That's quite the romantic idea.
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the water...
Ah, I see. It seems our little... As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them...
So, you mean... birds aren't...
Well, that's an idealistic way.
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because...
That's an interesting perspective.
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until I want it...
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own...
We will take good care of it.
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite...
And what might that be?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly, should we let them go back to the sky?
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Huh? Yeah. Happy about...
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the first thing. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell...
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Fam...
Choice.
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you...
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a...
I find it hard to believe a man who...
Fine. You don't have to trust me. The sense of justice inside...
Show me, Robin.
All right. As you wish.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Okay, Firefly.
Just kidding. I mean, this...
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe.
That'd be great. Please follow me.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The name's inscribed on it.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their name... However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams.
If their names are inscribed here...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless... In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the...
Though I had expected as much, the tales of...
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on a... Here we meet again.
Robin.
I brought Gallagher here. It's time.
The atmosphere sure is lively.
Brother...
There's no need for words. You're safe.
Well, I did my job. I gathered everyone here. Gallagher...
I promised to give the siblings some privacy. So let's talk about our business.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming.
You're right, Mr. Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony...
You're totally correct. How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land to achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a stone. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities...
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a... The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment, by the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was...
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to see...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly... Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations.
Then... how did they...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within its people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity were... Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on... At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while...
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where...
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family... Are you done talking? So...
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that...
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you...
Correct. When I was trying...
Confronting me...
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as but I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony for the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet... I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival...
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe...
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. That line actually makes me a...
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin.
Thank you, Mr. Yan.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is again.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master...
Huh? Even you're saying that?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him.
Maybe you can just say...
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, you're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you. I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you, if I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed.
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way if negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC...
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes...
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have something else to tell us?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere.
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put in to link... Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very...
What? Hey, you keep...
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that they're... As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He let come with me. Now. Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. Don't let us down, old man. Go ahead. His resting place lies in the first and last Nameless Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes?
Well, let's have a look.
Wait, seriously? How could a dream
That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this that mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left.
Don't start getting off.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in that there must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the... It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacone.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express.
The Astral Express?
Yes, my companion's already checked in.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of...
Now the plan.
And you are...
Me?
He's my fellow Trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are... Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral
What do you mean by...
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this.
How about this? Give me their room number.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of—
How about you just wake up?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identity.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before.
It seems...
Fudge! Look, nothing personal, but if you can...
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just...
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to...
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here.
Sure thing. Seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space.
Everything here is so...
The Charmony Festival is about to start!
Hey!
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a...
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber era event.
Well, you never know, right? Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about...
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong?
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors.
Oh, that's a relief. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two.
Greetings! I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all...
What do you mean?
What?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the...
She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff... Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm stuck. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family... I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member.
Well, I'll be forked. If I...
We shouldn't linger.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed?
Are you suggesting we sit here?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factor.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the member.
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the lobby manager.
Yes, I am.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts?
It's called
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we...
Just...
This bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of his...
Donna's White Oak. I think there might be a mis...
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands.
That's strange.
What should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab it now. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have.
Wow, that's the most What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is...
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel.
Hey, as long as you're satisfied, dear guest.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that...
Talking. Do all...
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, but that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior...
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicion.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge. But eons don't. They stick to their determination.
You think Shipei's will is behind?
It may not necessarily be Shipei. It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fault...
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for...
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just that, it's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their... That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter. case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of cards.
Well, going back to my old crew. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel...
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargain.
No need for that.
Wait.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to kick...
Huh?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not. I'll be waiting for...
No mistake. That's her message to you.
Well, looks like we took a deep...
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill.
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the...
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely...
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets...
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment... we don't have any other options.
No other options?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat. And seems to...
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall, raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the So, how long has this rain been going?
I used to believe, just like you,
that it would eventually stop. It looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, and for some, their presence leaves...
Like those shadows.
Sin-thirsters. The obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it. They were once my dear companions.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide us for me. I've suffered too many losses.
But you know these sin-thirsters.
Does this seem... Will some tasks have to be done?
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
I see. Thank you, stranger.
Before we part ways, I have one. It is true that their actions and even their entire life, if this is what the departed ones expected.
A good question. And what I do know is that one day, someone will stand at my grave in place of it.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, as I grew into adulthood.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate.
Come to me, my kinship.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed...
Do you sincerely repent?
Yet...
Have you examined your soul?
Oh.
Are you willing to Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the...
Oh, praise.
Next.
I wholeheartedly confess to you.
Rest assured. I have implored their presence.
Oh, great. You know,
I see.
My children were starving. And I hope... But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next.
Hey!
Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. That's it. Nothing more.
Do you seek
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you, you think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chase. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the... Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and...
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, who can judge the strong when their power? Who can vouch for the weak? When who can comfort the purest soul? If the strong defending the weak, then who?
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been working long.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival...
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster.
I'm relieved to see... You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this dream...
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus.
Indeed.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for them.
Don't worry. I'll be...
Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs help.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, if I just reached out my hand, I could grab. Yeah. But it's no big deal. The Grand, they told me not to sell everything I had.
Selling everything you had?
Why? Can't you see? It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow.
Is this truly...
Huh? What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Ave.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and...
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like the man we ran into? He doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living. But that's not quite. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gain. However, value doesn't come out of thin air. And there...
Are you suggesting that...
Exactly. But I run survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world... No tragedies exist here. Only happiness.
Perhaps that man is just an exception.
Yes. Seeing is believing.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so.
But if this went on forever.
Nah, not at all. Every day you get to wear fancy clothes.
But you know that'll.
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate.
I see.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin!
Seems like that guest.
She had a valid point.
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life.
Well, she did make.
However, the paradise and.
No. In the paradise we yearn for,